I hate sunscreen. I hate it. Along with mayonnaise, it's one of my 2 least favorite gelatinous substances. I hate how sunscreen smells, how it feels. I hate everything about it. And over the course of my life, I've been resistant to apply it to myself. And I've come to understand that's actually very much an expression of selfishness. My not wanting to do this very simple thing to take care of myself is really saying to the kids and to Kate, nah, I don't really care, I know I could do this simple thing that would help make sure I'm around for a longer period of time to be with you and to love you, but I'd rather not, because it feels kind of gross to me. I've even seen a more insidious reflection of the selfishness that I have. There have been occasions when I've been responsible to apply sunscreen to the kids, and we get to the end of the day, I look down and I see patches of pink, and I feel like, I did an inadequate job of applying that sunscreen. Why? Because I don't like how it feels. Now, that's not a conscious thing, but subconsciously. Isn't that often how we make all kinds of decisions? We allow our own preferences and desires to be the driving force, to say, I'm going to do the things that I want to do it how I want to do it, when I want to do it. That's the human way. That's not the way that God desires us to live, is it? I think we know that. I've been spending a lot of time in the book of Philippians lately, and I've been struck in particular by a few verses I want to share with you. The Apostle Paul wrote in Philippians 2. Here's what he says: "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. Each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. Your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus." I don't always get that right. In fact, often I don't even get that remotely close to right. I wonder if this pandemic isn't in fact presenting us with innumerable opportunities to do business with that calling as followers of Jesus. And we can be all concerned about sort of the political nature of all of the decisions and discussions that are going on around us. Or we can set that stuff aside and say, look, I don't care who's saying I should do this, that, or the other thing. Forget all of that. Lord, what would you have me do when I'm making decisions about whether or not I should wear a mask in which particular situation, or what groups of people should I sort of surround myself with? What situation should I put myself in? I can ask the question as a starting point, what do I want? What are my rights? What are the things that I would prefer to do? Or my attitude can be the same as that of Christ Jesus, and I can consider the interests of others ahead of my own interests. I can ask questions like, what does love require of me in this situation? I'm asking the Spirit to do that work in me. And I wonder what it would look like if as a church family, as a community, and as a society, if we collectively would be willing to ask that question, to say, Lord, would you do the work in me that I might better reflect your heart, that I might better reflect the attitude of Christ Jesus? Would you join me in that journey and see what God might do in our midst through it?